say the word forgiveness, notice what happens in your body. For some people, something softens. For most people, something tightens. Because somewhere there's a name, a face, a moment that still has edges, that you have carried so long. You forgot you were carrying it. And you probably told yourself you let it go a long time ago. You probably even believed it. You said the words, you meant them then. You closed the chapter, moved ahead. But something in you kept the page, dog-eared, waiting, full of weight. It comes back in the strangest places. A song, a smell, a tone of voice. And suddenly you're back in it, like you never had a choice. That's not weakness. That's not failure. That's the body keeping score. You didn't lie when you said forgiven. You just didn't know what forgiveness was for. It's not erasing. It's not forgetting. It's not saying what they did was fine. It's not even something they need to know about. Forgiveness is not a gift you give them. It's a door you open for yourself. You were never punishing the person you were living in. The cell you built, unlock the door. Not for them, for you. Unlock the door. The prisoner was always you. And forgiving yourself is the hardest room, the one you circle but don't enter. Because part of you believes you should keep paying for what you did or didn't do. The version of you that made that choice was working with what they had at the time, was scared or lost or badly guided, was human in the worst kind of way. You are allowed to say I was wrong, and also say I was doing my best. Both of those things live in the same body. Both of those things deserve some rest. Here's something nobody says out loud. Sometimes we don't even know what we need to forgive. We just know something is locked. Something won't move. A heaviness with no clear address. Sometimes the wound came before language, before you had words for what was happening. A parent who was absent in a way you couldn't name. A childhood that looked fine from the outside. A love that was real but also damaging. And you've been angry at a ghost without knowing the ghost's name. The work is finding it, sitting with the discomfort of not immediately knowing. Asking yourself, what am I still protecting? What am I still punishing someone for? What have I never said out loud? Forgiveness is not a gift you give them. It's a door you open for yourself. You were never punishing the person you were living in. The cell you built, unlock the door. Not for them, for you. Unlock the door. The prisoner was always you. Don't confuse forgiving with forgetting. The past happened, it was real. Don't confuse forgiving with permission for the same hands to break you again. You can hold the memory clearly. You can know exactly what was done and still choose to stop bleeding for it, and still choose to come undone from the weight of it, from the story, from the role of the one still wronged. Forgiveness is retiring that character. It's deciding to move on. They may never apologize. They may never understand what they did. They may not even remember. And you can wait for that moment for the rest of your life, standing at a door that opens from your side. Forgiveness doesn't require their participation. It doesn't require a conversation. It doesn't require you to call them, or let them back in, or pretend the thing didn't happen. It just requires you to decide that you are more important than the story of what they did to you. That your peace matters more than being right. And it does. You are. It does. Because you cannot love purely with a fist still closed around the past. You cannot open fully to another while a wound is holding you in place. Every unforgiving thing inside you takes up room that love could fill. Every locked door keeps the light out. Every old war keeps you still. This is self-healing, not for them. This is the price of your own freedom. Not forgiveness as a favor, but as the first act of loving yourself. Forgiveness is not a gift you give them, it's a door you open for yourself. You were never punishing the person you were living in. The cell you built, unlock the door. Not for them, for you. Unlock the door and feel what it means to finally be free. You don't have to do it all today. Forgiveness is not a single moment. It's a practice. Like the river, it moves slowly. And then one day you notice the weight is gone. Not because they deserved it, because you did. You always did.